ask what happened this past week, and we've been talking about the Jaguars coming back. Wow, 4 picks in the first half, come back and are able to beat the Chargers, and the Chargers are going to charge. And I think this, not crazily, but I almost feel like Justin Herbert has like zero culpability in this loss.
No.
Or very little culpability in comparison.
Little, but not zero. Yeah.
I don't think that I think the Chargers also got screwed on that Bosa. I mean, not screwed, but that was a game changing moment. So we all have these. I think actually what I would just try to say is I don't lose any faith in Herbert. I wouldn't be surprised. They already fired their offensive coordinator. I wouldn't be surprised if they just fire their coach.
How about this? We're talking about Sean Payton. I think if they do fire their head coach, I think the Chargers job is where he wants to go. And why wouldn't you?
Best city in America, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to go and have Justin Herbert be the guy that you're calling plays for? It's a no-brainer. If I'm Sean Payton, that's what I would want to happen. I do think ultimately they are going to move on from Brandon Staley. Remember how much I used to like that dude?
I love him. Dude, me even more. And you know what? I'm not entirely away from it, but there's just a patience factor. Cody, do the Jags have a chance going into Kansas City?
Yeah, they have a chance. They definitely have a chance. Whenever you have a franchise quarterback, you have a chance. And you know what, dude? Shout out to and you just did that to ECU alum Zay Jones, who's playing his best football that he's played in his entire career. Evan Ingram, the former tight end from the Giants, is down there. He's playing damn good ball. Christian Kirk, over 1,000 yards this year, playing his best football. It's almost like when you have a franchise quarterback, are possible in your offense. That's what it is, man. I do think they have a chance. They do face an uphill battle. Even though I want them to win, I'm probably gonna predict Kansas City here. And by the way, no chill Gil. $20 love bomb out of nowhere, man. We appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Can I say that, I want to go ahead and put out there that I was totally trolling Cody and against Trevor Lawrence at the beginning of the season, right? And actually throughout
don't worry, Trevina ain't done shit all season.
No, well, but the last few weeks, he's looked really good.
Very good.
And I'm not going to lie. I would like to have a
really good. He threw 4.
You're right. No, Tony, you're right. He
looks so great.
So great. Of those weren't his fault.
You drove home from the accident. Fantastic.
And you know what happened, Tony? He came back and won that game. Okay? That, to me, is an NFL quarterback. He threw 4 picks, and at no point in time during that game did I look at him and think he was rattled. That guy.
Oh, you don't think he was a little shook? He was
not at all.
Shook right in the first
you threw 4 picks in your first playoff game.
He was not just. You're trying to act like he was not mentally shook a little.
Down 27-0, and you came back and won. No, he wasn't mentally shook.
You don't think there was any mental adversity?
He made look like a member of Hanson. He may look like a member of Hanson, but he is not. He is an elite quarterback. I will give him that.
I don't think the Hanson brothers would have been nervous. They're the ones that go on stage in front of a bunch of people. What I'm trying to say is, you don't think it got in his head a little bit after that third pick?
But he overcame it. If it did.
When's the last time we had a quarterback that overcame three interceptions, much less 4?
Yeah.
Everyone we got.
Yeah. Well, Tony, I know this is another.
That's what I'm saying.
Tony, I know this is another segment, but, we're talking about Coach of the Year candidates. Well, you're like, okay, he threw 4 interceptions. Why didn't he get flustered? Why didn't he get down on himself?
Best
and
coach.
How do you not give a ton of credit to Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson,
Right.
here we are talking about coaches that have won the Super Bowl before. Peterson did it with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles, for God's sakes. And now Trevor Lawrence is finally starting to look like the number 1 overall pick in the draft. I
Let's
just don't think
blend-
that you can devalue that.
Let's blend this discussion. We're going to blend both of them together. Playoff discussion and coach of the year. We just talked about the Jags going to Kansas City, an incredible mountain to overcome in just what is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, right? It's like, so regardless if you are me who hates Trevina Lawrence and loves Doug Peterson, that is like an insurmountable task. And anyway, I mean, I know it's possible, but then you go across to the NFC, and the New York Giants made it out of the first round, the wild card round, beat the Vikings, and now we're heading to the Eagles. And I think that right now, these 2 games, both of them in some ways have similarly long odds. The Jags, long odds in Kansas City. New York, a long odds with the Eagles. Is Daboll, though, the coach of the year, or is it Peterson?
Peterson.
Wow. That quick?
Oh, it's close. Those are the top 2.
I think it's
So
Daboll.
number 1, the
Peterson.
Jaguars. The Jaguars won their division.
I love how you say the Jaguars.
Jaguars. They won their division. The Giants came in 3rd place in their division. Regardless of
but you know, by the way, the Eagles were 13-4. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, of course they didn't win their division.
But
the Jags won their division 9-7. The Giants had a better record.
My argument is, when you're looking at what people are voting for, they're looking at titles. Doug Peterson is way more decorated of a coach than Daboll already is, right? And on top of that, now you can say wild card playoff or AFC South champions. Like, I mean, that looks a lot better from a voting perspective for many people. And when you look at what the Giants have done, you can be impressed that they beat the Minnesota Vikings, but they haven't looked impressive. Like, when they
do they vote on it, CK? Do you know when they vote? Do they count the postseason for?
I don't think so.
Coach?
No, they don't count.
I don't think so.
Vote
they don't do it. I know they. I don't think they do it for players. Dang.
Yeah, I think they've already
Because
voted.
They
Thing
vote
about
before the
this is,
postseason,
would you, who needs to win? Who has a better chance of winning this week? So if the Giants go, do the Giants have a better chance of upsetting the Eagles, or the Jags have a better chance of upsetting the Chiefs?
I think the Jags have a better chance of upsetting the Chiefs.
No, really?
Dude, have you seen the Eagles, bro?
Wow.
Like, the Eagles.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt.
I'm wild.
I don't want to interrupt the flow of the conversation, but I just love this comment. CK, Greg, and White Chocolate Espresso are wrong about Sean Payton, but hey, bros don't always agree. Love you guys. Keep pounding. Shout out, Tyler, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Nice, I appreciate
So
you.
you're saying Sean Payton's going to make us a Super Bowl contender? Okay, cool. With who? Yeah,
Thank you
exactly.
for the
I'll
support.
wait till I get my soundboard.
Really? All right. So, okay, interesting. So, just quickly, we'll talk about the New York Giants and the Eagles. The Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins. And you know what? I don't want to just blame it all on Kirk Cousins, because the Vikings defense couldn't stop anything against the Giants. But it does suck when it's 4th and 8 and you throw 3 yards. And the Giants smoked the Vikings. So the Giants, oddly, are playing with house money and going into Philadelphia. Is there any chance? So you don't think, CK, there's a chance the Giants walk out with this one?
Oh, there's always a chance. I'm not going to say there's not a chance.
You feel good about the Eagles.
Your question was mainly about who I think has a better shot of winning, and I think the Jags have a better shot than the Giants do. It's not a big difference, but I think
I got you.
Yeah.
Let's go next to the team that upset Tom Brady last night, and Tom Brady threw the ball. He's 45 years old. I think now the new mission when you have Tom Brady as your quarterback is you have to throw more passes than his age to make him feel better.
Right.
So he's like, I'm sorry, I can't be on a running team that makes me feel old. I need to feel young. So I need to be on a team that throws the ball 67 fucking times. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers loss was glorious. And I don't even have a problem with cheering for the Cowboys against what was going on in Tampa Bay, but the Cowboys are facing the San Francisco 49ers. They won their first game on the road, their first playoff victory on the road in like 30 years, the Cowboys. But the San Francisco 49ers have been hot to trot with the most irrelevant and relevant, purtiest man on earth, and Christian McCaffrey doing everything. Cowboys, McCarthy, I'm not feeling it, bro.
I think the 49ers are going to be the team representing the Super Bowl
I
in
agree.
the
agree.
NFC, or representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. And I think they're
agree.
probably Vegas favorites now. Like, they're doing everything at a high pace. And, dude, credit to Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers, because I feel like the past 3 years in a row, the same thing happens to them. They go through a lot of bumps and bruises in the middle of the season. And then once it hits that November, December time, dude, they start kicking your ass, dude. And they do it in an old school kind of way. You know, they have so many different weapons. They're not necessarily
They do
pushing the
whatever they
football
want, bro.
downfield.
They do
Yeah, they're
whatever they
running
want.
the
You want to
foot- they're
run it,
running
they
the
want to
football
throw it, they
effectively.
do whatever they want to.
And they have the best set of offensive weapons in the entire NFL, man. Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon,
George Kittle's like the least talented player on their team right now. Isn't that wild?
maybe the most. What are you
No,
talking
the
about?
no,
That dude's
I'm
a
saying
monster.
is like everybody else around him is just as good and producing more. Imagine being as that elite of a player and you just being like a regular dude.
Dude, he might be one of my favorite. You know how we talk about
He
like
ain't done
Cam
shit
Jordan?
like real.
No, but dude, you know how we talk about Cam Jordan, even though he's the same.
Yeah,
It's like kind of
you
hard
like
not to.
Kittle?
George Kittle, dude, it's fucking impossible to
The-
dislike that dude.
Tell us
I would
about
love to have him on this.
intro the next game for me real quick.
We didn't do Buffalo.
That's
Cincy
right.
yet, did we?
Here, start the conversation. I'll be the last one. to
Yeah.
go.
So
Well,
this
where
is
we
the
at?
game.
Yeah.
This is the game that we were supposed to see on a Monday night when the whole DeMar Hamlin thing happened. So this is a rematch, and man, what a game this is gonna be, man. The Bengals have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Boyd, I believe is his name. They've got up there. I mean, they've got a lot of options. But man, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, they have that connection, man. And hey, put some respect on Gabriel Davis's name.
Oh my
Every time
gosh,
they're in the
yeah.
playoffs, Josh Allen is throwing bombs to Gabe Davis and really spreading the ball around. This is how about this? Do you agree? Do you boys agree this is the toughest matchup left in all the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like to me, this game right here is harder to call than any of the other matchups that we.
I actually disagree with you because I feel like Jacksonville has every shot to beat Cincinnati or Kansas City. And I feel like Dallas, if they play the game they are willing to play or able to play, can beat San Fran any day of the week. However, I feel like San Fran is a better team, and I feel like Kansas City is a better team. So, but
What's that got to do with the
those-
Bengals and the Bills, though?
He said his
Well,
question was, is this the most the
Is
easy
the
or the
most,
hardest
yeah.
one to call?
Yeah, I don't think it's the hardest one to call because I think the other two
Well, then
that I
who's winning
mentioned
it?
are very, very close. Yeah.
I will very narrowly very
You can
narrowly
pick
say
any
that the
team, Greg.
Buffalo
Who are you
Bills are going to pull it off.
In this game, I'm picking the Bengals.
confidently?
Mhm.
Easiest
So I
game
bet
to pick
against
out of
KC
Oh, but
all
hold
of
last
them.
on.
year, and I won.
Now, Greg, they do have like 3 offensive linemen
Or
that
sorry,
are
a
hurt.
couple.
Does
I don't care.
that factor into your
Bengals.
prediction?
Don't care.
They have the
They don't have Von
God
Miller.
factor on their side.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
the
Von
Bills.
Miller.
You said the
So-
Bengals or the Bills?
Bengals.
Bengals.
hmm
CK, what
CK?
are you doing?
On the Bengals and the Bills?
Yeah.
Coin
Dude,
flip, bro. This is a coin flip game.
I'll
It's
be
just
Yeah,
honest
this is
with
the
you.
toughest
The
one to
Bills
call.
I
have
agree.
looked.
I agree.
The Bills have looked bad the past few. I mean, they've won, but
Mhm.
they have not won convincingly, even
Mhm.
against Miami. That was
Ooh,
I
and
agree.
Allen, they got fucking smoked kind of by Miami.
with
in
their
a way.
third string quarterback as well. Like that's what I'm concerned about. Is it did not feel like. I mean, Josh Allen was throwing interceptions. It's so hard for me to predict this. I gotta go with the Bengals. I want the Bills to win it, but I feel like the Bengals are gonna pull this out.
I'm rocking
Okay.
with you, bro. I'm going Bengals repeat.
I'm the
Super
only
Bowl
one taking the
champions.
Bills. All
You're
right.
taking the Bills? All right.
I'm taking the Bills. I think the Bills are going to do it.
If you're
Wow.
asking who I want to win, it's the Bills.
Who's a better quarterback, Burrow or Allen?
Oh, that's an unfair question.
Yeah, I think they're two
Unfair
separate types.
question.
Who would you rather have?
Yeah.
I would rather
If
have
I had
Allen.
to,
Who would you rather
I'm
have?
picking Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick Josh Allen too.
Josh Allen
Okay.
reminds me more of
Is
Cam
that-
Newton than Joe
Oh shit! Have
Burrow.
you not seen Joe Burrow walk into the fucking stadium?
Well, that's not what he's meaning. He's
It
talking
doesn't
about
matter, dude. Josh Allen can run.
run.
Josh Allen. I hear you though. That was a good comment, but no, Josh Allen. Just narrowly.
Isn't that great? What a gluttony of riches to choose between the two.
Dude, look at
I mean, I would just say I understand. I probably wouldn't disagree with you guys. I probably would pick Allen because of the rocket arm, the build, and this and that. But Burrow has been more successful than he has been.
So who you taking?
You know what? I'm taking the Bengals, and I'm going to be the only person that I would pick Joe Burrow over Josh Allen as
Actually,
my quarterback.
3 of 4 of us, 3 of the 4 of us say Burrow over Allen.
I
but
said
yeah.
the only,
But okay.
I meant the only person taking Burrow over Josh Allen, I guess. Gosh. Oh, all right. So those are all the games. What else we got? That's it. That's it.
No, that's not it. That's not all the games. There's not one
No.
game.
We
didn't
do.
Not one
did
game.
We did. I thought we did Bengals, Bills. We did the
Bengals,
Cowboys,
we did that one.
49ers.
We did nothing else.
We did the Jags and we did
Nope,
all of
we
them.
sure didn't. Did we?
Well, we talked a little bit about Kansas City, but we didn't. Did we?
Okay.
Did we pick it?
Well, let's do it now. Jags, Kansas City. Cody.
Who in here is picking the Jags?
I
You
am.
better be Greg.
I am. I'm picking the
No,
Jags.
I thought we already
Right now.
talked about all
now,
these
Greg,
games.
Jags,
The
right now.
Jags,
I
Kansas
am
City all day.
I am on the Trevor Lawrence train. I'm picking the Jags.
All right, you know what?
Good luck
Fuck
to
it. There's
you.
no way I'm letting Greg
Good
be the
luck to
only
you.
one picking Trevor. I'm going Jaguars, baby. Let's fucking go.
Look, they're even starting to say it like you, CK. You might as well say it too and do it. They're
I'm
even
going
starting to say
Jags.
Jaguars.
I'm going
Jaguars.
How
Jags.
did you say it?
You're going
Sorry, how
You know,
did you
it's-
say it?
It's so hard for me to.
Jaguars.
It's so hard for
No,
me
it's
to
not
do.
Jaguars.
CK?
It's
Who you
He
got?
Jaguars.
says Jaguars.
I'm going-
Jags?
I'm going
Okay.
Chiefs.
Jaguar.
You're
It's,
going
he
Chiefs?
said
It's
And Tony, I
Jaguars,
assume
man.
you're
What are
going
you
it's
KC,
not
talking
right?
about?
Jaguars. It's not Jagwires.
That's how it's pronounced.
Goodness.
It's
gracious.
Jaguars.
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 Are you going Jags or KC?
Fuck fuck the Jaguars.
Jaguar.
I'm going with the Kansas
You're
City
going KC,
Chiefs.
Okay. All right.
Cody,
Cody, who you got for
You're
Dallas,
fucking
San Fran?
Stupid. I'm going San Fran. San Fran, I think, is the best team.
I'm
in
going
the
San
NFC.
Fran too. Okay.
Now, I don't remember picking Giants in Philadelphia.
We haven't yet. We're getting there. Don't worry. We're getting there.
Okay.
That's the
All right.
easiest pick. So, CK, who do you got? Who do you got? San Fran, Dallas.
We've already
Um,
done all of this.
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay. And Tony.
San Francisco.
Okay. All right. And then the last pick.
Cody
Giants,
calls it Jack Lawrence. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh,
And
yeah. He's
if
my
you're
son.
if you're
How
British,
can I
like,
deny this man?
Tony, did you say it like Jaguar? You said
What?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
You put too
Guar.
much emphasis on the U.
we're in
You
America
say
right now. You sound like a
Jaguars.
redcoat.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Are you fucking-
Jaguars.
whose
You say
side are you
Jaguar.
on?
Say it. All right. Okay. Well, just listen.
Jaguars.
Just listen to how CK
Jaguars.
says it in the future. He always
Jaguars.
says Jaguars.
No,
Jaguars.
he
So we
says
got all
the-
picks,
no,
right?
he doesn't
'Cause
say
we're all picking
Jaguars
Philly.
wrong.
Can't say it now because you're thinking about it. All right. We've
Jaguars.
already picked all these games. Who else? Eagles.
We're all picking Philly, right?
I do think New York could fucking pull this out.
That's what
I
you're gonna
think New
pick 'em?
York has a better chance to upset the Eagles than the Jags have a chance to upset the Chiefs. The Chiefs, as you guys pronounce
The
it.
Chiefs. I think
Dude,
you're wrong.
I want to pick the Giants, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah.
It's
It's Eagles.
like he
man.
really did
It's
play.
Eagles,
well.
Cowboys, and the championship game. That's all there is to it.
I'm gonna pick Philly.
CK?
Yeah, Philly. It's
I'm with Philly too.
not hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the Giants, though, are interesting. We probably should be cheering for the Giants
We should be.
Sure.
And I am.
because they pulled out of the same fucking funk we were in. They hired Joe Judge the same year we hired Matt Rule, and now they're resetting back. You know what I'm saying? They're in the playoffs and won a playoff game. If we would have been where they are right now, we would have called success story. So we want to be them, ironically. That's all I got about that.
The quad monster
Are we done?
balling out.
I think we are, man. I think we're at that.
Can we go home?
We have
Oh,
nothing
wait,
else
I am
left.
home.
Well, we have one segment left.
What is it?
Yeah.
The ice up pigs?
Ice
Got
up picks,
that.
baby.
Got
Oh,
that.
I forgot.
You forgot? You did forget? You're
I
ready
forgot
to-
that we had Ice Up Picks, but I forgot that I have a really good one
Good.
in store.
Good. You're listening to the C3 Panthers podcast, where every Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we chop up the latest Panthers news and opinions from the fan perspective. We'll be back here. Look, maybe I'm going to I've been working on a beat check with Josh Klein. Hopefully we can get it to happen tomorrow night, Wednesday, Friday, free for all, guys. It's popping, man. They got a great conversation out there. And I'm trying to land. What we got to do is we need to start landing some old players, ex-players on this podcast and interviews. Help us do that by subscribing to the show, smashing the thumbs up button, and being part of the conversation, showing these players and these people that we're trying to land on these interviews that this community is, where they need to be at, where they need to be talking with us about. Now let's go to the longest running segment on the longest running Panthers podcast. Think about that. We were talking about this.
Big
We were
deal.
talking about philosophy earlier. This is an a priori truth, as the philosophers would say.
Yeah.
Longest
Ooh.
running segment on the longest running Panthers podcast. Logically true. Let's go into the ice up picks, Cody. Where we tell someone to
Tell
ice
me-
up, toughen up to get it together.
Yeah. Tony, before we start, real quick, how did you say Trevor Lawrence's name?
Trevor.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
I didn't hear anything.
You're abusing that power.
No,
You're
Tony abuses his
You're
soundboard
abusing that
power.
power,
What do you
like-
mean?
It's called Trevina
All right,
Lawrence.
who wants to go first?
That's how you pronounce his name. Her name.
No,
Trevina.
who wants to go?
Who's the
Someone
first
go
ice up?
first. Come on. ice up pick this week. Don't make Cody do. Greg, get in there.
Let me
You're
get
a
it out of the way.
postal
Yeah,
worker.
seriously.
Come on.
Mine's personal. So let me get it out of the way.
Yes.
I'm going to ice up what's the name of the Mad Dog tire sales. Okay. So I bought a truck about 6 months
Right
ago.
away, we got questions on why you went
Yeah.
to Mad Dog Tire Sales.
I bought a
Greg,
truck 6 months ago.
should
okay? And it was, for what I understood, a good truck. I put down $2,300 today to fix my truck 6 months later. Okay. And the guys who fixed my truck told me that the people who sold you this truck put brand new brakes on the truck to hide the fact the calipers all around were bad. And the calipers all around means the master cylinder is bad. Okay. So I had to pay $2,200 to fix my truck today. However, it still means that I paid less than $10,000 for a truck, which is good. But I will say to all sellers who want to hide things like brakes being bad or things like that you can't tell for months later, ice the fuck up. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they put lipstick on a pig.
Sure.
That's what they did with them brakes. They put some lipstick on some broken ass calipers. So ice up.
Fix that.
Ice up.
Yeah, it's ice up.
Who's next?
What's it?
Tony, you still stalling for time, or what's?
Yeah, like a half second. Yeah.
CK, are you also stalling for time?
No, I've got
No,
one
actually,
simple, but
yeah, go
I
ahead.
know. Let's
CK,
just go.
and I'm ready.
well, mine's gonna be I've been told for the past, I don't know, week or so, don't bet against the GOAT. You don't bet against the GOAT.
Oh gosh.
True.
And here I sit watching this Cowboys game where the Bucks come into town and they're hoping to knock the GOAT off of his pedestal, and they successfully do so. And they make Tom Brady look like garbage. Everybody was trying to use the game against the Panthers where we didn't have our two starting cornerbacks as like this pedestal. Like, this is, see, look, the Bucks are the Bucks. You don't bet against the GOAT, who still had a negative record. And they did what they've been doing all year, and they looked absolutely horrendous. So, to that, and my hopes of seeing Tom Brady hang his jersey up, put everything on the back, start moving forward in his life, focus on his family, I want to say ice up, because you kind of looked rough.
My ice up pick.
Ice up.
My ice up pick goes to the TikTok people community that need to throw everybody under the bus for their one moment of attention.
Mhm.
So somehow someone's friend works at Waffle House and made them this beautiful sandwich right here. They made them a waffle sandwich with steak meat chopped up, peppers, onions. The cook was probably my buddy, probably a member. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Hook me up. Not me, this
Mhm.
asshole who puts it all on TikTok and talks about how awesome this is and this and that. Right? So not only do you call your cook friend out there for hooking you up with your food, right? Then this is how Waffle House employees have to respond with bad grammar. So then you threw all these mugs under the bus as they wrote this sign that says order from the menu. We're not making nothing you've seen on TikTok. We're not making nothing. All I'm saying is this. We're not making anything you saw on TikTok. But what I
Such a
believe is this asshole whose friend gave him a beautiful sandwich set into a series of events that threw the person under the bus making this sign right here. So to you who got that beautiful sandwich and put it on TikTok for your own benefit, you ruined all these people's lives. Ice up.
Ice up.
freaking TikTok. So listen, I'm about to bestow a gem upon you guys, and it has music, but it's so indecipherable, and I guarantee you, it's by no one famous in the world. And it's only 12 seconds, dude. I'm more than once because there's so much wonderful things going on in this video, dude. This made my week seeing this shit. Okay, are you ready? How about there's etiquette that you must follow when you're in a mosh pit, dude.
Oh,
Now,
I saw
I'm gonna-
this girl. This made me
Dude,
feel. This made me
dude,
feel.
I'm-
Oh, this might. Yeah, I think this is the one.
No. So there's this one, but then there's another one I could play too.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna play it
This
once.
one. You're right.
I'm gonna play it once, and then we're gonna go through it again and show the
Okay,
magnificence.
I'm ready.
of
I'm
everything
all
in
in
this
for
fucking
this. By
video.
the way. Did he get a? Oh, this is the one. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the one I was thinking
Okay,
about.
what? First of all,
I got a
Check,
lot of
dude.
questions, bro.
dude. Check out my homie at the bottom. Back kick.
The bottom left, right? The roundhouse.
Look at this.
This dude looked like he was doing that Brazilian, that Brazilian fight
Yeah,
joint.
dude, look, he does a back kick. But hold on. Okay, now hold on. Now,
You gotta
there's
come
one
back. He's like the
Right, no,
best
no.
part.
Dude, look. No, dude, you missed it. Now watch the dude in the black shirt with the red behind him. Look. Oh! You saw that?
Oh,
Yeah, he just pumped it. Oh,
What the
Oh.
guy? What, all
Yeah, he
right,
just
so
stopped her.
before
No.
the
Watch the girl.
a back fist.
Yeah,
Back
watch.
fist right here.
no, I know
What?
the girl gets
Yeah, watch
smashed.
the girl in the pink.
Oh yeah, I've seen her. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
she
the
got
dude
fucked
comes in
up.
and he's like, "Oh, I found a hat." And
Yeah.
he's so pumped about it too. Dude. That
Wow.
my fucking week,
Dude,
bro. I watched that.
The spin
50
kick
times
is
in a
gotta be the
row.
coolest part of that. I did not
Oh,
notice that
dude.
until we started watching it tonight. I saw that girl get punched in the face like 7 times. I've watched it several times.
I
That's
do have
nice.
one more.
Okay.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah, that was no. I had to share that. That brought me so much joy. Then
Internet is so great. Do you know you can watch YouTube videos together on Discord now?
Yes.
Super cool, man.
so is this it? Yeah. The moral to this story is don't jump into a moving car. There's a there's a baby in this car, by the way.
That's the problem. Oh. Oh.
It's a baby in that motherfucker, cuz. Damn.
Nope.
There's a baby in that motherfucking car.
Stop lying. What is
It's a
she
baby
hit?
in that motherfucker, cuz.
God, he jumped into that car like you were diving into a fishbowl, like from 20
dude, he
feet
just
up.
dove in,
Like,
bro.
he like make the Olympic team, no splash.
Dude, I hope that everyone's okay. But yeah, maybe
yeah.
don't jump
That was
into a
scary.
moving car,
That's
and
scary.
maybe that kind of shit won't happen to you. But
Good Lord.
yeah, that's it, man. That's my ice up. I'm icing up the guy jumping in the car, and if you're gonna be in a mosh pit, watch your face, dude, because people are throwing spinning back kicks out here, bro. It's not even safe. It's not even safe out here, dude. So make sure you protect
Bro,
yourself at all times. It's like a
dead.
UFC fight, you know what I mean?
Shit's great. Then look, check back with us throughout the week. We'll bring you some content. We're trying to rock, the beat check on Wednesdays. Still always lining up people. Friday, free for all, guaranteed. and the Tuesday night show, longest running Panthers podcast around, the C3 Panthers Podcast. All you got to do is be a part of the community. Join in the chat, smash the thumbs up button. We're on Discord. You can download the audio podcast. Just check the show notes. There's all types of details how you can further engage with the show. CK, should I watch The Last of Us show?
Yes.
Have you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Should
good.
I buy the game first? Just
No,
play it?
you don't need to
No,
play
you
the
don't
game. I
have
mean,
to.
it's a really
I
good
mean,
game if
should
you
I
want to play
do-
it, but
They're
Yeah.
very fun. Yeah, you would probably love them, but yeah, you don't have to before you watch the show. I still haven't seen episode 1 yet. I'm going to.
Can't wait to pirate.
Very good.
Pirate. It's CK. How can they get after you till
you can find me on the Twitters. On the Twitters, you can find me over there at Cody Allen.
Hey.
I've been getting into people's comment sections because I've been getting irritated with people. But come give me a follow, give me a little, hit that notification thing and say get notified every time I tweet, because there's stuff regarding video games that I tweet about. There's stuff regarding Panthers that I tweet about. I rarely ever go into the world of politics, just for the fact of I would rather Twitter be a place I can escape that bullshit, but it doesn't always happen. So yeah, come give your boy a little follow.
I tell you, this is the reason I started this podcast, was to stop talking about politics because it stressed me out, and I'm into that stuff, but I love arguing with you fools.
Yeah.
And it's
That's interesting.
cool to argue with you about sports. And Cody and I can go on and be best friends still. And I can tell him how ridiculous he is about Trevino Lawrence. But you know what's not ridiculous, Cody, is Greg rocks a freaking great podcast on Friday nights, pop
Ooh.
culture, the things that you want to listen to. Tell us, Greg, how we can find you on Friday nights.
Man, you know what? I agree with you, Tony. I think it is great. And for the dozens and dozens and tens of people who listen to us, it's fantastic. But we do cover everything media-wise as far as the big stuff. I think this Friday we're definitely talking about The Last of Us. We're going into all kinds of different things, but The Last of Us is a big discussion. And I just bought my tickets for the new Ant-Man movie. So
Okay.
very soon coming up. That's going to be a fantastic viewing. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a good
You
movie.
gotta rock
Oh.
the Hunters, bro.
That's right. Well, look, we cover just about everything there is, media, television, movies, comic book wise or book wise. We're on there Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check us out. Right after the free for all, come check us out. Hop in the same or the next chat room and be part of the show. It's a fun time.
Gotta do the Hunters. The Hunters, man. I binge watched season 1, which was made like 3 years ago. I didn't even watch it, and the season 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Crazy good show. Cody Lack, how can they get after you?
Yeah, find me on Twitter at Cody Lack, CODYLAC. Oh, by the way, this Saturday, I'm going to be on
Ooh,
Desmond
fun.
Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Desmond Johnson. He's from the Believe in Panthers podcast with Jonathan Stewart. He invited me on to do another debate with my Twitter sparring partner, Monty from the 4-Man Rush. So we're going to be doing that Sunday at 11 a.m. We're going to be doing it via StreamYard, but I believe he said it's also going to be on the radio as well. So that's really cool, man. So check it out.
Yeah.
Make sure follow me on Twitter. I'll post all the links to it before it happens. That'll be this Saturday at 11 a.m. And then every Friday, man, you already know, come and join and be a part of the Friday Free for All. The show for Panther fans, by Panther fans. Be a part of the action. Come tell us what you think about the coaching search, what direction you think the Panthers should go in. And last but not least, find all my written content on drafttech.com, where I am the analyst.
We'll be back next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Again, Friday Free for All. Help us continue to grow this community together. Cody Lashney, take us out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, until next time, keep pounding.